Oh my God. Let's get to it.
Yeah. You already know what it is, man. Yeah. This is episode 50. I'm going to say it again. This is episode 50 of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast. Yes, Lord. That means we done knocked down 50 podcasts, man. Half of 100, man. It might seem like slight work, but it's a lot of work, man. And I wouldn't rather be no place at no other time, man. Shout out to the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. Y'all, you already know how we do. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook right now. Shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube right now. Shout out to everybody watching on Twitch right now. Shout out to everybody watching from wherever you watching from, because I appreciate it, man. We 50 joints in, man. Yeah. I'm gonna see how I feel with this one, man. Check it. 50 episodes. Young Steezy, your understanding next to blow. Matter of fact, who said he ain't blue yet? He might have blew already. Matter of fact, he got a Nike with a blue check. Matter of fact, I need a few of them hundreds. Check that. Understand that I get back every time people try to talk about crap. I ain't own that. Young Steezy, matter of fact, I own rap. Not the type that you talking about. I'm talking about getting the mic and then I walk around telling these jokes. Young Steezy, man, I'm here for the folks. Understand I'm from the Lex KY. That's Kentucky to be exact AY. Don't even try to ask me. I might blast past them fastly in the motherfucking cabriolet. Understand that I do this today. I'm ready for the episode. These boys don't play. We ready to tell these jokes, make people laugh and do it big for the folks. It's like, whoa. Areola roller coaster. See my name, man, it be up on the poster. See me, I be doing what I am supposed to. I ain't hating on nobody. See me rolling. I keep these people rolling. Yes, I'm the best roaster. Kenny Rogers, Young Steezy, come through, play for the Dodgers. I would've, but I had a thing in my sock, bro, and they caught me with it. Understand I do that. I am not a critic. Yeah. Yeah, man. We gonna go, you know what I mean?
Oh my God. Let's get to it.
What up? Hey, man, appreciate everybody checking in right now, man. Listen, this is episode 50 of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. That's right. 50 episodes of the ARP, man. Round of applause for us, man. Shoo. 50 episodes, man. Hey, man, it don't seem like I had to wear the shades to be cool for this episode, man. Look, it don't seem like it's been 50 episodes, bro. But it seems like it's been more. But when you a one-man army putting this work in, man, it just it's par for the course, man. It's like the family understands, they know what's up. Anytime I'm in my house, man, and I grab my backpack, they be like, "What, you got the podcast?" I can't grab my backpack for nothing. They know that I'm on business, man. You know what I mean? So shout out to Mari, Layton, and Alari, man, for letting Pops have some time to cook out here on these airwaves, man, and get this content out, man. And salute to everybody that's rocked with me thus far for all 50 episodes, man. We have had a lot of bumps in the road, technical difficulties, trying to figure stuff out, couldn't get sound right. Sometimes the mics wasn't acting right, the internet was bad. I mean, all types of stuff, man. But from the ground up, you can't do nothing but improve when you do what you do, man. You know what I mean? So salute to everybody you know what I mean, out there, supporting the Areola Rollercoaster podcast. Um, but man, 50 episodes, man. I kind of want to just dive into that real quick, man. I want to say salute to my dog, man, Derek Sleazy Evans, man. Originally, this particular podcast was his idea. He called me just randomly, man. And he was like, dog, we need to do a podcast. Now, this ain't my first podcast. I've done my own podcast before, but with me, every time I did it with somebody, it just kind of dissipated because everybody has lives. We ain't rich. We getting, we got bills and responsibilities and families like everybody else. So, things dissipated a few times. But this particular time, Sleazy was like, man, I want to do let's do a podcast, man. And I'm like, why not? You know what I mean? Sleazy's comedy, I'm comedy. And I'm like, we need to add an extra element to it too, man. And I'm like, why not my dog Goo? You know what I mean? So I call Goo, I give him the play, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't even questioning. He's like, I'm in, you know? And for at least I think we was the unnamed podcast or something like that for at least 4 episodes, something like that. And we just, they just had different responsibilities. Sleazy was working at the radio station, and I think he had to be up at 4 in the morning, you know what I mean? And we was trying to find a common time to where everybody could do it, and all kind of crazy stuff like that. And it just ended up not working out on their end to where they could do it consistently, and with us just living life, we didn't have time to sit down and test microphones and do all this extra stuff all the time, man. So, you know, they, and Goo got a young son, so he got to tend to his young son, and I understand, and all of that is par for the course. But I was at an intersection. I say that to say I was at an intersection to where, I had to figure out: am I ready to give up on this again, or am I ready to keep it moving? You know what I'm saying? And I decided, that it was time to keep the pod moving, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I was early in the podcast game, man. We had did Straight Tripper Radio. Shout out to my dog Q Roberts and Sha Bowie, man. We did Straight Tripper Radio for about 3 years, something like that, and it had grown to the point where it had became its own business in a sense. Like we sold merch, we had live events, we had comedy shows, we had parties. Basically, we had our own Facebook group, man. It was crazy, and same thing with them, man. Q started coaching a lot, so his responsibility was with the coaching, and Sha had started, his entrepreneurship, because he was just working jobs and he kept losing the jobs, and he started his own entrepreneurship and took off doing that. So he had to focus, and you know, with us doing the podcast, somebody got to pay for something, and it was all coming out of my pocket. Now, me having 3 kids and responsibilities and all that type of stuff, I just wasn't able to. I could have maintained it, but it wouldn't be fun without them because it's something that we started. And it wouldn't be fair to me if everything came out of my pocket by itself. So it wouldn't know, ill feelings or nothing like that. Them is all my dogs. But I just, went on ahead and, shut the podcast down, and then podcasting blew up. This is way before the Joe Budden podcast and everything that is a podcast. It was way before that, we was doing it. So, for me to keep this going and get to 50 episodes, man, you know what I mean? To keep it going and get to 50 episodes is a beautiful thing, man. I feel like it's a lot of accomplishment, man, because people be thinking, because the pod started like 10:30, but that's the only time that I'm really free enough to do it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not at my home. I'm somewhere else, you know what I mean? And the equipment is here and that type of stuff. So um when I get done, the podcast is done usually around 12 or something like that. And I gotta upload the podcast to the listening platform, the iTunes and Google and Spotify and all of that. On top of that, I'm kind of, searching what's next and kind of, fixing everything up. And usually I don't end up leaving the studio until probably 3 in the morning, something like that. Sometimes 4, and that's a lot of dedication, for something, for the dolo tip. And, it just is what it is, man. I'm proud of myself for holding it down this far. You know what I'm saying? I do plan in the future to get some co-hosts. That's kind of in the works, because even doing this alone and doing it with y'all is cool. But I do want somebody to, have an exchange with, a live exchange with. You know what I mean? I think that would add extra elements to it. And, one of the co-hosts, I want to be female so we can get a female perspective on things. And I think that'll give it a little bit more diversity too. You know what I mean? So I gotta get that in the ranks because, I can't just put anybody on the joint. I want somebody who's gonna be able to be consistent and make it happen, So, that's in the works, man. So shout out to 50 episodes, you know what I mean? And everybody that's ever supported or listened to an episode or anything, man, because y'all listened through some phases where we didn't know the direction of where the pod was gonna head. And sometimes the microphones didn't work. They'd start a pod and then have to not finish the pod because the microphone didn't have sound or the picture wasn't clear or something like that. So all is well and we here, man. So shout out to us, man. Shout out to us, man. Shout out to my dog DJ Slick in the building, man. My dog Huff, my dog Brian Huffnagel. He had a beard when we was 12. We played Little League football. Him and his brother had beards. Every game they got their birth certificates checked. Every single game. We thought that was fly that they had beards so early. We in middle school and they got beards. We were so jealous, not realizing that they dealing with puberty and puberty and hair bumps. You know what I'm saying? they over dealing with hair bumps at an early age. I ain't know nothing about no hair bumps. You know what I mean? They experiencing razor burn as a 13-year-old. I don't know nothing about it. Like, shout out to my dog Huffnagel, man. Smoke old guap. What up, though, man? But yeah, man, it's been a lot happening, man. It seems like every time that we do an episode, so much happens from Thursday to Thursday, man. Every single time, it's just like so much happens. And as everybody knows, right now we're gonna get right into it, man. You already know, President Joe Biden has dropped out of the next presidential race. He's basically deemed medically unfit to run for president again. And so he's dropping out of the race. And so that leaves, basically Kamala to be, the next Democratic candidate to run for president of the United States. And it's kind of a wild thing because even last episode, I was cracking jokes, of course, but I was just like, man, we don't want no Kamala in the thing. We don't even see Kamala, you know what I mean? But that's just me. That's just me being in my my humoristic ignorance, if I could put it that way. Like I'm being ignorant to a point. The point is to be funny. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any real facts. I'm just, being funny for the sake of it. But to state facts, I mean, when you sitting here dealing with when you sit here dealing with trying to choose between, the two candidates, it's like, bro, ain't no way we choosing Trump. I mean, to whoever, to each his own. If you choose who you choose, that's on you, and I respect it. But I mean, if we sit here looking at it, man, it's like a lot of people was like, ain't no way we gonna vote for Kamala and all of those black men that she put in jail, and nobody really had the facts. They just saw a couple internet videos and ran with it, and that's dangerous. And that's dangerous because somebody also made an internet video doing a lot of research, and in that research, they found out that she only prosecuted 45 people in her tenure as a prosecutor, 45 people for, weed charges or whatever the argument was, when they thought it was just like thousands upon thousands of black men getting put in jail when it was only 45 people. And you got to understand, I'm not caping for nobody. I'm not making no excuses for nobody. But at the end of the day, if you basing it off of her prosecuting people, who are you more mad at? The prosecutor or the person who committed the crime? Let's be honest. Let's call a spade here. At some point, as humans, not even as black people, as humans, we got to be accountable. We got to hold each other accountable, or else we're going to be repeating the same thing over and over and over. It's going to be a repeat of the same cycle. Who are you more mad at? The person who caused the action or the person who reacted to the action? Make it make sense. If 45 people going to jail for offenses that they made is wrong to you, then you not being accountable, because that means that just because somebody committed a crime, you don't feel like that they shouldn't do the time for whatever it is that they did. I'm not pro none of that stuff. I'm just saying Facts, you know what I mean? Because now y'all using that as a reason as to why you don't like this person. You know me, a couple episodes ago, I named it, you know what I'm saying, root for the underdog. I'm always rooting for the underdog. I'm always root for the underdog. You know what I'm saying? And Kamala instantly became an underdog. One, because she's a woman. Two, because she's a black woman. So for me, now you match the characteristics of my mother. You match the characteristics of my sister. You know what I'm saying? I know my mama might not know what it takes to run the country, but I know my mama could probably figure it out after a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's the kind of faith I got in somebody with the same characteristics as Kamala. She dances on beat. You know what I'm saying? That's impressive for somebody running for president. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and now that the shoe's on the other foot, white folk out here going crazy. White folk out here going crazy. I'm talking about white folk going crazy to the point where, and you know, no racy type material. I'm just stating facts. The white folk out here going crazy because now everything that they've said that's bigging up who they plan to vote for, Trump, the same thing can be said in the midst of this person. Because you're saying I'm voting for this person because they're white without saying that. Now it gives the room for people to say I'm voting for this person because they black without saying it. I mean, I honestly feel more comfortable with Kamala than I would with Trump. Understand, we already experienced Trump. We experienced it. But when he sit there and said that he would grant immunity to all police officers, I think that was the nail in the coffin right there, brother. I don't care, man, listen. I don't care if she prosecuted 400 people for weed. Granting immunity to police officers who kill people on duty is genocide, my boy. I'm talking about, think about that. Just like the lady that just passed away. If what Trump wanted to do was in order right now, if that was in action, that guy would be at home eating dinner with his family like nothing ever happened. Shot this girl in the face 3 times, and he would have went home and ate dinner with his family like nothing ever happened. Hell, probably would have got a pay raise. And this is what you want to occur by voting for this person. That's wild to me. You know, what's even more wild is watching these people have to call an audible because now they are shook on what's going on. I mean, I'm talking about they are shook. I want y'all to listen to these ladies speak. It's a panel of white ladies on CNN, and they talking about Kamala Harris, man. Check this out.
Having Vice President Kamala Harris as the nominee dramatically changes Donald Trump's odds of winning.
I'm worried about it.
Yes.
I think she's going to go for the minority and female and younger voters.
Progressive.
Everybody's excited about her.
Right.
And that scares me.
Right.
You know, because Trump has to reconfigure where he's going and how they're going to outsmart her.
How do you perceive Vice President Harris?
So they already shook because they know that she's extremely younger than Trump, right? On top of that, she's a woman and she's a black woman. That's 2 different groups. Women, black women. That's 2 different groups, right? On top of that, she is part of a sorority. Listen, them sorority sisters don't play. Things change when you start getting into that Greek life. When you cross them sands or whatever they call it, they don't play about that. You know how many people's gonna be at the polls in them Divine Nine jackets? Like, you know what I'm saying? With that language that you can't understand unless you're a part of that life. You know how many ski and ooh whoops is gonna be at the voting polls? That's why they nervous right now. Because now you're dealing with a bunch of educated women of all races who have the power to change things. They nervous. They nervous right now. Mike Robinson, what up, though? What up? What up? Brandon White said, "I'll quit being a cop, bro." Shout out to Brandon White, man. Chris Bless said, "Gonna be a step show for sure." Brent Falconer said, "She ain't even black." Now, you can take that many directions as you want to go, right? You can take that as many directions as you want to go. But bro, look at me. Let me take these off. She's black. I don't care what you're talking about. I don't care how you feel personally, because we got to understand at the end of the day, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the facts. And what we see, I'm talking about me as a black man. People like me. People who have grown up with women that look like her in their family. That's a black woman. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. I don't care if she's half this and half Italian and half that. That don't mean nothing. That's a black woman. That's what I'm telling you. Now, if she wasn't black, then it would make sense as to why these people wouldn't be so offended. You know what I'm saying? These sorority sisters ain't gonna play with them. These sorority sisters ain't gonna play at all. And that's why people's out here shook. Because all of a sudden, instantly, everybody's trying to dig up everything from Kamala. And then somebody came out with a 100 fact list of things that she's did as a vice president, like good things that she's done since being a vice president. Now, I give it to her. You know, she's been quiet. I didn't know she was doing anything. I haven't heard nothing. I don't see her, you know, whatever. But, you know, that's my bias because I'm so used to a vice president being visible. I'm so used to a vice president being vocal. So that's on me because I'm expecting that to be the case, but that don't have to be the case. Obviously, she's been handling business behind the scenes with no recognition needed. But I'm going to tell y'all something. Trump was getting bars off when he was talking about Biden. Because Biden, you know, Biden's up there, man. You know, and Biden's speech is getting slow. You know, his words is getting mixed up. You know, and you know, that's just signs of old age. You unfit to run the country. You know what I'm saying? Another 4 years, right? Because your symptoms ain't gonna do them but get worse. So when Kamala started talking, and she sounded clear, and she sounded eloquent, and she had bars, because it is a felon versus a prosecutor. She knows how to do this in court. She knows how to talk that talk. That is the exact reason why Donald Trump done ran from this debate. The debate was supposed to happen, August 10th? It was supposed to be August 10th, and they done rescheduled it already. Because he knows that all that little quirky attitude stuff ain't gonna work, bro. You dealing with a black woman. They are the inventors of quirky attitude. You about to get your head toe off in public. Boy, don't do it. Donnie T, this ain't what you want. Take it from a black man. That ain't what you want. She gonna chew you up and spit you out, my boy. She gonna chew you up and spit you out. You're gonna have all of these little trying to talk and be smart and say little, snide comments and all that, and she's gonna have bars coming back at you. You ain't gonna know what to say. That's exactly why everybody shook. That's exactly why everybody shook. Bro, I'm telling you something. The thing that trips me out right now is instantly the amount of people who are working to be the opposition in this case, right? In the case of her, in the case of her being, in the case of being, her just running, for president and trying to be the nominee. All of a sudden, black men and black women coming out. Somebody got on Facebook and said, go ahead and delete me if you need to, but this is where I'm standing at. And it was a picture like that said no to Kamala. And it's like, why would I delete you? That's your opinion. Like, I don't want to be your Facebook friend no more because of who you voted for. Like, I wouldn't unfriend anybody that voted for Trump. Right? But people's making it a thing because what happens is people have that FOMO, the fear of missing out. If I can say something that's going to stimulate my notifications and get me to talking on my phone, I'm going to say it. So I'm going to say this because I want a bunch of people that I don't know to know how I feel about this. But I'm going to tell them that if you need to delete me, go ahead and do it now because I'm not voting for her. Who would take that personal? I'm trying to figure out why everybody else is taking it personal. Like, if somebody says, it's like we in this era of sensitivity, right? I'm going to get into that in a minute. We in an era of sensitivity where it's like anything that is outside of the straight line, people's taking it to the highest amount of offense, and it don't really make sense. So, like with her, now, they always say new levels, new devils, and this is my thing. It's a dude named Tariq Nasheed. I don't know what he does, but his account is verified, and I think he be like on CNN or some type of, he do that type of stuff, right? I don't really watch all that stuff, because it's just, it fills you with a whole lot of unnecessary stuff. I like telling jokes. I like having fun all day. I don't need to be serious all the time and trying to find out what's happening in the GOP. I don't care, man. So this dude says, so it's a video of Kamala Harris coming out of a record store, right?
No music? Okay, so first of all, Charlie Mingus, really one of the greatest jazz performers ever.
So what she's describing is she came out of a record store with some records. So they asked her, what records did you get? So she said she got Charlie Mingus, whoever that is. Got Roy Ayers, Everybody Loves the Sunshine. And then Porgy and Bess. So, she's just saying this, but I guess for some reason, that rubbed Tariq Nasheed the wrong way, because he said this is a desperate attempt to manufacture a culturally black background for Kamala is laughable. This desperate attempt to manufacture a culturally black background for Kamala is laughable. Quick note, many foundational Black American families already had these types of records for years, so having to purchase them now says a lot. What does that have to do with the price of butter? Because she goes and purchases some records, you saying because you think that Black families have these records already in their house? It is 2024. If you think most people still got record players in their house, you tripping. If this, first of all, these records they haven't been in my family's house. So you can't be talking to me. I got friends. I've been over their house since kids. Them records is not in their house. Just because it was in your house when you grew up doesn't mean that applies to everybody else. So it ain't what you're saying, it's why you're saying it. Why are you saying this at this time? Because anything else she did didn't bother you like it's doing now, to where you just needed to speak out. You see what I'm saying? Roy Ayers, the Sunshine, he said, many foundational Black American families already had these type of records for years, so having to purchase them now says a lot. So for her to go in to pick up some records from the record store, he deems it as a desperate attempt to manufacture a culturally black background. If you got that from her buying records, what are you going to think when she go get a pulled pork sandwich? Like, I'm trying to understand where you coming from with this. Speak your truth, bro, because it seemed like you mincing your words to say, you trying to hide from saying what you really want to say. She's trying to manufacture a culturally black background because she went to a record store. So you got a list of places and things that she's not allowed to go and do Because if she did, it would be her manufacturing a culturally black background. So if she's at Golden Corral, she just so happened to be at Golden Corral putting cookies in a napkin and stuffing them in her purse to eat later. She's trying to manufacture a black background. Because this is, I'm trying to understand, man. I'm trying to understand. People have such false anger. It always baffles me as to why people put this energy in. I always ask, why are you taking this personal? Nigga, this ain't about you. It's not about you. She's trying to manufacture a culturally black background. So if she wait in line at Walmart, just because she's Kamala Harris, does she get first dibs in the line? No. Them is hood people in there. They don't care about that. Oh, Kamala Harris is in line. She's trying to manufacture a diverse black background. What? Because your family had Roy Ayers, Everybody Loves the Sunshine, in their house. Your background is more black than hers. Make it make sense. That's why I don't be believing people named Tariq. Everybody named Tariq always has the same things going on. They wear them army hats, the ones that they talk about the pyramids in. They always wear them hats. Right? Another thing about people named Tariq. People named Tariq, they always want to talk to you about health, but they smoke cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? You got to do burpees, you got to do pull-ups, but you smoke cigarettes. I do, but I'm saying I can still knock out, my burpees and my sit-ups and my pull-ups. People named Tariq always try to tell you about how Allah is their God, but their girlfriend's white. And there's nothing wrong with having a white girlfriend. When you try to push Allah on me. I'm just saying, man. She's trying to manufacture a diverse background, a culturally black background. Bro, what? If you don't like her, just say that, bro. You ain't got to put some left field excuse as to what, like, that's what gets me. I don't like when people manufacture reasons around the real reason why they don't like somebody. All of a sudden, it's Kamala haters out there. Now, y'all hated Kamala because y'all heard that this was happening with her prosecuting it. She don't like black men. She got a white husband, and she does this, da-da-da-da-da. Well, sir, I mean, who's to say that she can't get a white husband, bruh? Who's to say? What rule says that she can't have a white husband? We already know that underlying stigma that goes around. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody and they with the opposite race, you don't say nothing, but you look at them twice. I don't do it because I got family members with white girlfriend. I got biracial cousins, like, you know what I mean? So that's par for the course for me, you know what I mean? And if you drive anywhere near Danville, Nicholasville, Frankfurt, you'll see some light-skinned kids. There's going to be some biracials going on. So I'm used to that. But my thing is people's trying to tic-tac and use anything to hang on to have that as an excuse as to why they don't like this woman now. All of a sudden, you cool, but if you run for the president, I don't like you. What? Like, what? I'm trying to get people to make it make sense. Man said she was trying to manufacture a black background. So what happens when she go Waffle House? Because when she go in there and get an all-star special, it ain't because she was hungry, it's because she's trying to manufacture a culturally black background. Tariq Nasheed talk with these three fingers. He talk with these fingers. See, my brother, see, the plan to the black man is, come on, bro. I don't trust nobody to be wearing suits on weekdays. I'm saying, bro, if you ain't got no job that calls for it, but yet you still wear suits on weekdays, I don't trust nothing you talking about. Nothing. This dude is going fighting tooth and nail. And then you got Elon Musk. You got Elon Musk and Amber Rose. They tag teaming. It's something bigger at play because the focus shifted from Biden to Kamala. So at first y'all hated Biden, but all of a sudden you hate Kamala too now. So anybody that's running in the opposite side of the race, you automatically hate and have something to say. But what y'all don't understand is she's already raised over $100 million for her campaign in less than a week. Really less than like 3 days. So that's speaking a lot, and that's why people's out here nervous. That's why people got to manufacture these words and find something to say. Dig what I'm saying? That is hilarious. Hold up.
Anything.
Supposed to be doing. I believe my job would be in jeopardy. Well,
You mother. Hold on.
Well,
there we go.
It isn't. It not only was her job not in jeopardy, she was just handed a promotion.
Is there anyone that Kamala Harris could appoint as her vice president that you would find reassuring? Would make you consider voting for her?
No.
Never considered voting for her.
No. I would know RFK Jr. way before her.
Same. Absolutely.
Yeah. And
Anything in the time that she's had. We don't know anything about her as far as her 3 years so far in the White House. She's not real smart. That's my opinion. I could be wrong.
if Vice President Kamala Harris wins the election, do you think that will be an honest result?
No.
No. No one respects her.
Listen, man, they got the roller coaster stomach. Said because she just isn't smart. Well, first of all, you got to possess some sort of intelligence to be that high up in the government. First of all, Donald Trump is extremely intelligent. Donald Trump is one of the most gangster people in the world with politics and business. Donald Trump buried his ex-wife on his golf course just to make it be considered as a graveyard so he'll get tax breaks on his golf course. He's one of the coldest with the paperwork to ever do it. You understand me? So for somebody to run opposite of him, they got to be some level of okay. To make it through law school, you got to be some level of smart. You know what I'm saying? We got to put two and two together. Got to call a spade a spade. Richard Bell says she cute, but I don't like her politics. Listen, man, it's always going to be something that somebody don't like about a person or their politics or whatever it is. And that's your fair choice. It's cool. Like, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a different breed. I'm a different breed, right? I try to stay away from stuff that don't serve me. What I mean by that is stuff that's not either going to improve my life or put me in a better mood. I don't really dive into. If I'm on Twitter, I see one of them videos of somebody gonna get their head cut off, I scroll away real fast. I've seen it before. And that stuff don't leave me quick. So that's gonna be on my head all day. No pun intended. Same thing with politics. I've never understood politics. I've never cared to understand politics. I don't understand politics now, not because I'm stupid, because I'm not interested. Well, you need to know the policies around your town and this, that, and the third. At the end of the day, it's a lot of people that know all of them policies and still can't do nothing about it. I'm talking about physically, at the moment, do nothing about it. Yeah, you can go down to City Hall and cry and complain and do all that extra work, but I'd rather be at the crib with the kids. I'm just being honest. I like telling jokes. I don't care nothing about all this serious stuff. I just think it's funny that a lot of people are learning or programming themselves to hate a person so much. The same thing goes with with Drake. Right now, it is so many people that quote unquote hate Drake. But all they have as a reason is, I'm saying when he rapping, he try to rap like he's tough, man. I stopped listening to him. Then I just didn't even believe it. I ain't even da. We've listened to everybody rap tough, and they wasn't tough. They were reading glasses, and they was rapping tough. That's entertainment. Drake done dropped a new song. Well, they leaked a preview to a new song with Lil Yachty. Immediately, people got in the comments, and all they was talking about was they was just reciting bars from Kendrick's "They Not Like Us." And I'm like, think about that. How played out is this song at this point to where you can't even respond yes or no, yay or nay, or leave it alone. You got to say, I'm taking this, him releasing music I'm taking that personal to the point where I'm putting my thoughts in these comments because I want to be the opposition. That's going to make me feel better. No, you're weird. At the end of the day, you're weird because you fleecing yourself from some good music. Why? It's nothing wrong with liking both. It's nothing wrong with being fans of both. Why are you fleecing yourself? I love Jordan. I don't like LeBron. I like LeBron. I don't like Jordan. What? I love both of them. What? Because I can. Like, that's just like people who have more than one sports team that they like professional sports team. I know people who like several teams. And they're like, oh, you a bandwagon. You keep click hopping. But what does that got to do with you? A team that I'm rooting for, you're taking it personal. Why? You know what I'm saying? Drake posts a picture. They're like, see, that's why he lost. He don't take nothing serious. No, bro. Why are you paying so much attention to what this man is doing? Why are you following him if you don't rock with him? How are you finding all this information out? You know what I'm saying? We pay attention to too much stuff that don't serve us, man. I like being into stuff that serve me. Brazilian Bubble Butts Volume 5 through 25. I'm paying attention to stuff that serves me. You know what I'm saying? Sean said, politics is like refereeing. People only see their side and they always gonna blame you. Yeah, that's the easy route, man. It's like, a lot of people have they have a selfishness to them, man. A selfishness in the sense of if they don't like, say you refereeing and they don't like the call, okay, it's not much that they can do to change the call. So the game got to go on. So 5 plays done went by, and here you are still talking about that last play. That has nothing to do with now because guess what? You had 5 plays to make up for whatever you got that call for. So now you got to be mad at your choices. Well, are you mad at the call or the choices you made after the call? You know what I'm saying? It's real deal. People always need a scapegoat. The same people who's talking about Kamala, they're the same people that all of a sudden don't like Drake. Anytime Drake posts a picture, they in the comments, everybody repeating themselves. He looks tired. He looks worn out. He looks da-da-da-da-da. And you listen to the song he dropped, and the song is fire. It sounds like Drake. Nothing more, nothing less, no reinvention, none of that. It sounds like Drake. What do you expect? But I tell you what, soon as Kendrick drop, they gonna be like Chris Rock and Pootie Tang, pouring water all over themselves. Pootie Tang, Pootie Tang, Pootie Tang. 3 seconds in, they're gonna be pouring water on themselves, yelling Pootie Tang. And this is what I'm saying, like, bruh, I know when Kendrick drop is gonna be tough, and I know when Drake drop is gonna be tough. These are things that we just got to deal with. That's why this episode got the word chaos in it. Because I think right now we in such a state of chaos, bro. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Everything is bad. Everything is bad. People still getting COVID. COVID like an STD now. It's like, bro, you got COVID? Like, what you doing, man? What you do to get COVID, man? What did you do to get COVID, bro? These are things we got to talk about, man. You know, at one point, COVID was common. Now COVID is kind of rare. You got to be doing some dastardly stuff to get some COVID. What was you, French kiss in a plane seat? Like, you know what I mean? These are things we got to figure out. We in chaos right now, bro. We are. we got people that will buy a car, and the first thing they do before they even leave the lot is post a picture of it on social media. We got people that will buy a house, and the first thing they do before they leave the office is post a picture of them keys. We are the type of people that will get in a relationship with somebody that they like and post it all over the internet, and then be mad when somebody break in that car, or somebody break in that house, or somebody break your relationship up. Right? This is where we at with it. I'm just saying. This is where we at with it. It's chaos. The recognition that people need. That's why I'm glad that I tell jokes. Because I do enough talking and I guess I get my feedback from telling jokes. So I don't need to like say anything frivolous about my personal life. And I've noticed like trying to get to know somebody or in your dating life, you know, if you're a private person meeting somebody who still want to put their business out in the streets, it's like you realize that you're living in two different worlds, you know? And that's where we at with it. It's a lot of people out there that's in two different worlds. The difference with me though is I can respect it. If you like Kendrick, cool. If you like Drake, cool. If you like Trump, cool. If you like Biden, cool. If you like Kamala Harris, cool. But what I'm not going to do is try to talk you into thinking like me, because I'm just here. I can respect your own personal thoughts and know that it ain't affecting mine. Know what I'm saying? You know, the more and more this stuff is happening with this chaos that we in, I'm starting to realize things, right? They say that according to the FBI, President Donald Trump's shooter looked up President JFK's assassination a week before opening fire on the GOP presidential nominee at his rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. During the incident, Secret Service snipers killed the gunman, who was identified as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. And officials said that Crooks opened fire from a nearby rooftop with an AR-15 style rifle. The victim, who passed, was identified as 50-year-old former fire chief Corey Compatori, who was survived by his wife and two daughters. In a new update on Wednesday, July 24th, FBI Director Christopher Wray revealed that Donald Trump's shooter sought inspiration from the assassination of JF Kennedy and his assassin Lee Harvey Oswald. And that's basically he was searching on Google or whatever. My thing is this. The FBI is some bad motherfuckers. They some bad motherfuckers. Because I'm sitting there thinking, man, and it's like, even though the dude who's responsible passed away, right? I'm reading all of that to get to this point. You can do all of that, delete the information, do away with it, whatever, and they can still get in your phone and find it. How scary is that? Because I sit there and I've instantly put myself in that situation, not saying that I would go and shoot, do all of that. But I'm saying, like, if the FBI found my phone, what would they find? If they could find everything you deleted, like, what? Please don't find my phone. Phone self-destruct, please. I don't want, listen, man, don't find my phone. Huh? I have no explanation for what's in my phone. There's so much random stuff. Some stuff be joke material. Some stuff that's joke material that I never got to. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff is just fire that I seen. Sometimes, come on, man. Come on, man. FBI can't be on my phone, man. You can't be on my phone, man. Because as soon as y'all start investigating, you like, hold up, man. What my mama's titties doing in there? Hey, leave my phone alone, man. Leave my phone alone, man. You know what I mean? I'm joking, man. I gotta give a precursor to my jokes, man, because we in such a listen, man, it's chaos, man. We in such a sensitive state, man, that I gotta like tell people that I'm joking after I joke. I've had people literally come up to me and regurgitate something that I said and believe that I was telling the truth. And I'm like, dog, I'm not dumb. I'm a comedian. I'm telling jokes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. The FBI found your phone. What would they find in your phone that they ain't supposed to be finding? My library of nudes, man. Like, yo, I need a Kaspersky antivirus software or something. You know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, man. I'm telling you, you talking about they can recover all your old, man? Come on, bro. Yo, come on, man. The FBI some bad motherfuckers, boy. They can reach in the man's files and find out what he was watching. That's some technology, boy. You in the feds like, damn, they done got my phone. Yo, that's bad news, boy. That's bad news. That is bad news. Think about that. And don't try to act holier than thou. I know I'm joking. People are too sensitive. I got to keep saying that I'm joking. I know that I'm joking, but it's a little bit of truth into every joke. The whole point of telling the joke is to enhance it as much as you can to make it funny. You know what I mean? That's how comedy works. So let me enhance the joke. Don't take it personal. Let me kick my shit. But let's not be holier than thou, right? Everybody got something in their phone that they've either erased or had in there before that they did not want nobody to know that they had in their phone. Everybody. Fella sitting there, my wife ain't got that shit. I seen a post a long time ago said, man, grab your girl phone and start running and watch how strong that young man get. Shit. You better have the FBI come and investigate that phone when you go. Hey, listen, man. The FBI investigate your girl's phone. Your stomach gonna be hurting. You ain't gonna eat for 2 weeks after. You try to get your summer body right, go look through that phone. Your summer body gonna be popping. Your summer body gonna be popping by mid-August. Watch. Yeah. Hey, man, FBI go through the phone. It's gonna be crazy material. Huh? Hey, bro, I couldn't even explain. You know, it'd be like, man, what is this? Like, bro, I don't know, man. It was one of them days. It was one of them days, bro. Look at the timestamp. It was fucking 5 a.m, man. What do you want me to do? I am not who I was. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, for real, man. That's hilarious, dog. What if it was like a data leak and like everybody's phone business just went public? You just posted everything in your gallery to your Facebook. You know what I mean? Oh man. I always be nervous when somebody be trying to show me something. and they pull out their phone and they just start scrolling up their gallery, I try to look away like, bro, come on, man. Don't keep swiping, man, and a dick go roll up the screen. You know what I'm saying? I be nervous every time they do it. Like, bro, come on, man. Don't do this, man. I remember on Facebook, somebody, you know, a lot of people ain't good at screenshotting. A lot of people ain't good at posting pictures. They ain't good at technology, so they'll screenshot the picture because it'll make it the most recent photo, and then they'll post it. And what that does is it'll take the screenshot of the screen. So what happens is you see the time, you see the battery percentage, you see the notification icons at the top, you see the cell phone signal bars, and then at the bottom, you'll see the camera roll, like the picture side by side. You'll see the main picture, but you'll see the picture side by side small at the bottom. And somebody posted a picture of something, and in one of them pictures at the bottom was the girl with her titties out. Like, she just holding the titties. Somebody said, bitch, your titties is out. Listen, man, when I tell you hilarious, man. Hilarious. And this is a person that ain't on that type of time. That's what was so funny about that. This is somebody that don't be on that type of time on the internet or none of that. And at the bottom of that joint, it was some titties. And I mean, come on, man. Kyra said, they're gonna think you took an Ozempic shot, much weight you gonna lose. Oh yeah, man. Go through that girl phone. You lose all the weight you need to. In 2 weeks, boy. You will lose all the weight you need to, bro. I think it's even harder to, man, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. I used to fall for the okie doke. You know how men can attest to this. You know how sometimes your girl will have random insecurity and be like, who is the bitch? Like, you know, some random stuff, and you be like truly puzzled, like, what? And that's because that's to thwart you from trying to investigate them because they might be on to something. You know what I'm saying? Because us, the way we wired, once they say that to us, now we gotta like walk straight and narrow. Even though we was walking the straight and narrow, we gotta walk super straight now. So it ain't even in our head to like search through they stuff or find out something or investigate. It ain't on our head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can go through that phone if you want to, my boy. I challenge all men to ask your girl, let me see that group chat. Let me see that group chat. That's where the real her is. Get in that group chat, my boy. You gonna see the real her. Yeah. For real. We in such a chaotic world, man. Like, I just don't understand sometimes, man. Like it's weird that so many people be so unsatisfied and upset with stuff. You know? Like, we in that era where people are just like, they go for misery all day. For instance, P. Diddy posted a picture today, I guess. It's a picture of his daughter. I guess he got a new younger daughter. And he posted a picture and it just said love. And he left the comments up. So of course I'm gonna click in the comments because that is Diddy. You know, I need to see, you know, I know some people's in there being reckless. And I'll be damned if I ain't going that thing and they was lighting his ass up. It's a picture of this man's daughter. And they are in there lighting his ass up. Right? But my thing is this. After they post that comment and they press send, nothing happened to their bank account. Nothing happened in their life that improved from that action. That's where I get confused at, because it's like, bro, you out here acting like we got time. You out here acting like we got time to frolic around and wait, bro, nah. We ain't got time for none of that. It's as easy work as low hanging fruit. You kicking him in while he down. You see Diddy on the ground. Let me go in the comments and kick him some more. Like, huh? I mean, I'm talking thousands upon thousands of people's doing this. This is what I'm saying. We in a chaotic state. I ain't sitting there shunning nobody from nothing, but it is what it is. It's wild. They dropped the Drake and Yachty song, and people's already dissecting the lyrics, thinking that he's taking a shot at Soulja Boy. And what did Soulja Boy do? Go live and respond. He went live and responded. He talking about, I'm going to give you one opportunity. If you showing love, cool. If not, I'm on your ass. And I'm like, bro, I say it all the time, but it must suck to be famous. Because the goal was to get rich and live this life and have the freedom. And here you are, emotional about some stuff that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. You just on go. So much so that Soulja Boy is mad at B. Simone now. Soulja Boy is dissing B. Simone. And to sit there and think, if you're a multi-millionaire and you have a problem with somebody, why on earth are you telling us? First of all, Soulja Boy, you 30-something with plats. We need to focus on the bigger things. You get dressed and sit in the house all day because you can't go to nowhere regular, so you get dressed and sit in the house. Make it make sense. This is the chaos that we living in. I can tell you now, if I became a celebrity, I'd be one of the most boring celebrities besides telling jokes and posting content. You ain't gonna see much else or nothing else. Like, what? For what? Just to give somebody something to ridicule? I don't do good with ridicule because I always got a wittier comeback. So I'm gonna spend my whole day mincing people up in the comments because I'm good at it. You know what I mean? It don't make sense. Listen to this man.
You look stupid as fuck. I got more hair than you. I got more hair than you.
Does that sound like a motherfucker who's enjoying his money?
The fuck is a B. Simone? Get your stupid ass out of here, you ugly bitch. Got me fucked up. How a bitch with no hair talking crazy about me? Bitch, I got more hair than you. Who the fuck is you? You not funny, bitch.
Listen, man. Think about that. Like, you going off. You went live to go off. I need people to see how I feel. Bro, you a grown-ass man. What are we doing? What are we doing? And Soulja Boy is a talented music artist, dog. He makes fun music. He makes dope songs, creates dances to them. He adds value to songs. Like, I don't understand why you just not putting your energy in that. You not releasing no music, my boy. What are we doing? Chaos. Chaos. Like, for real. He's crashing out.
Simone tell jokes. Who the fuck is B. Simone? The only way I ever heard is you was you saying Soulja Boy look good. I want to fuck him. I want to suck his dick. I said no, bitch. You mad because I...
As a man, since when have we ever said that? Let me get close to the mic again. As a man, since when have we ever said that? Ain't no points in that, my boy. She said she wanted to suck my dick. That would be pretty fire. Like, you said that like that was a bad thing. You sound upset about that. Now I got an eyebrow raised at you, Soulja Boy. You sitting here denying head and putting plaits in your head on purpose? So you got no head and plaits. What? What? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I want to suck his dick. I said no, bitch. You mad because I turned you down? Everybody want to fuck your ugly ass? I'm not the baby. What the fuck? I'm not the baby. I'm not. Who else you? That's the only nigga you ever played with. Your pussy stank, bitch. Don't nobody even know who you is, yo. You see me at, what we was at? MTV Wildin' Out. You was trying to suck my dick on set. Hey, Soulja Boy, you look so good. You was trying to suck my dick at MTV Wildin' Out in front of Nick Cannon and the whole TV show. Say I'm lying, bitch.
He's crashing out. He said, no, baby. Hey, bro. I don't know what they got going on. I don't care. You know, I'm just reporting the news to the people. But, bro, you got to understand, for somebody to be rich, to be famous, you done got your teeth done. You done got your face tattooed. You done got the face tattoos removed. You've reinvented yourself and then fell off again. And the only way that you stay relevant at this point is to get online and just go off on people. I'm lost at the chaos that exists now because I just don't see the end game in it. It's like you dissing B. Simone, but it's like, bruh, y'all both on the grind. Like I'm not getting it. I'm lost. I don't understand, bruh. If I'm sitting here with something fine and thick next to me, I couldn't care what the next chick say. I'm not focused on that. Look at what's in front of me. I'm Soulja Boy. I can make a phone call and they pull up. What are we talking about, bruh? But this is the same, you know, come on, man. He hit Cat Stack, so, you know, it's whatever, man. It's whatever.
Let's get to it.
Shout out to Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields, he used to be the quarterback for the Bears. He played for the Steelers now. Justin Fields is, you know, he's been in the league for some years now. Multi-millionaire quarterback, very rich person. And he says that he only wears fake jewelry from Amazon. He makes nearly $5 million a year. Is he genius? Or is he a fraud? I need to know. Is he a genius or is he a fraud? He makes $5 million a year and he only buys fake jewelry from Amazon. Check this out.
No, I just rock fake jewelry. I'm not afraid to say it to the world
Okay,
either.
okay.
I'm saving that bread at the end of the day. Straight from Amazon, boom, go and get y'all some. They shine just the same.
What you think about that? Quarterback Justin Fields said that he only gets jewelry off of Amazon and it's fake jewelry and it shines just the same. I want to know how people feel about that. Because to me, I feel like that is smart as I don't know what. That's extremely smart to me. Simply because fake jewelry, real jewelry. I'd prefer to have real jewelry, of course. But if I lost that real jewelry, I'd be heartbroken. It wouldn't be nothing that I'd easily get over because I've invested $30,000, $50,000 into this jewelry. And now it's gone. So the only way that I can get it again is spend another $50,000. As opposed to me spending $150, I lose it, I just go get another one the next day. And I still ain't even went over $500. I'm not, you know, to each his own. To each his own. I know plenty of people around Lexington, Kentucky that have big chains with medallions on them and live in a duplex. I'm not stupid, but I don't care enough to be like, oh, you wearing a fake chain, bro. Eat. Motherfucker clean. It's gleaming. I ain't mad at you. Do you? Right? Because if you think about it, him making $5 million a year, that's not $5 million a year for the rest of his life. That's only $5 million a year for a set amount of years. And then you either going to get the veteran minimum or you're going to get nothing. And then you got to figure out what to do with the money you made for the rest of your life. That's what people don't get. For the rest of your life, you got to figure out this money you made, you got to figure out what to do with it. Some people get into real estate, some people get into investments, some people, whatever, start a business, you name it. But I think if you can save yourself a couple $100,000, then do it. Because guess what? If Justin Fields did an interview, held that chain up and said bling bling, we would have thought that was $100,000. We would have thought that thing was $100,000. If he never said nothing, they would have thought it was $100,000. Exhibit A. This is the chaos. It's the chaotic world that we in. Exhibit A. They did an experiment, a social experiment at a mall. They did a social experiment with Payless. They took Payless shoes, put them in a store, made it in a high-end boutique, and named it Palessi. Like P-A-L-E-S-S-I. And I had the little, comma on the top of it. I don't know what that's called, but it was called Palessi. So they made it look like a high-end boutique store. And they took Payless shoes and put them in there. And all of these people starting to come in and they mark the shoes up. Shoes is $500, $900, $1,000. And people's in there like, I love these. Oh my God, I love these. And they're like, what you love about them? They're durable and they look so comfortable and they just show chic and they're so da-da-da-da-da. And they told them those are $30 at Payless. And you was willing to pay $900 for some $30 Payless shoes. And they faces cracked. You can look it up. Look up Palessi on YouTube or Google or whatever. This is the world that we live in. It's really the status symbol. I'm no different. I got a couple pair of expensive shoes. You know what I mean? I wanted to look. You know what I'm saying? I thought they was fly. I like the way they look when I saw them. But at the same time, some people think more so than the object itself, what it represents is bigger than that, and that's what they want. That's why people was going in the store, ain't never heard of Palessi in their life, but looked at these shoes and was willing to pay 2,000% markup on a $30 shoe. This is the world we live in, man. Drip LaFleur said, definitely a genius play. I think it's smart alone if you get a single diamond chain for the rest of your life thereafter, in my opinion. I'm the type, that's not a bad idea. I'm the type, I grew up, basically in the 90s, man. And at the time, in my hood, everybody rocked gold. I ain't never been a platinum person. I ain't never been a silver type person. Gold. My rims, I want them to be gold. You know what I'm saying? Gold D's. Like that's my dream rim. I want some gold 24-inch spokes with Vogues. It was $10,000 rims. That's why that's why they my dream rims. I'm not, them is $10,000 rims. But what I'm saying is, if I got a chain, I already got my that's my chain. My chain that I prefer to have, my dream piece of jewelry is a Cuban link 22-inch, maybe 24, depending on, how it hits on the beard. I don't want the beard to cover it up, but a Cuban link 22-inch, 24-inch, 18 to 19 millimeter joint. That's the thick joint, the one that's thick. That's about 18, 19 millimeter. But I want that joint 22, thick boy. That's my dream piece of jewelry. I've thought about at times getting a Cuban that would fit that description, but it was plated. It wasn't, real gold. Now, I don't care about it being plated. If I want it, I want it, and I'd rock it like no other. But my thing is that's a symbol of my boy, you made it. That's my, you made it gift. You know what I'm saying? So that's a discipline thing on my end. It's like, I want a Cuban link when I feel like I made it. You know what I'm saying? That's when I get me a Cuban link. That's when I feel like it. I've always wanted one. But at the same time, if I got the plated one, it's gonna hit just as hard. Oh, I know what you pay 10 bands for that? 500? 500 for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like 500, That way I'm not as heartbroken if I lose it. If somebody try to take it, anything, I'm not heartbroken for real. I can come up on another 500. I can't come up on another 50,000. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Justin Fields. I think that's real, man. I think that's dope. I used to do that. I used to have an earring in my left ear, diamond earring. And when I first got my ear pierced, I think I got it pierced in like 11th grade or something like that, 10th grade, 11th grade. And I had a diamond earring in it. And I lost it twice. After the second time I lost it, I realized that I'm wasting money because I don't really care about the price of it. I just liked how it looked. But I keep losing it. So instead of me going and spending hundreds of dollars on this diamond earring, I'm going to the hair store and I'm spending $5.99 for 6 of them. And that was my go-to. Once my sister hit me to that, because I ain't never going to hair store. I ain't know nothing about a hair store for real. My sister hit me to that in the hair store. And that was my go-to until I was at least 28. Something like that. Hair store earring, off top, $5.99. And I was still losing because I was playing football. So I would have my helmet on, take my helmet off, it would yank the earring out. I go home, pop another one in. I ain't lose no money for real. And I ain't sit there and get the big old gaudy, big stupid diamonds. I got the joints that would at least make you assume that it's real. You know what I'm saying? But that's just it. Like, if you was to have an earring in your ear and you said I got it from the hair store, like, that wouldn't make me think of you no different. I'm like, I feel you. I know plenty of dudes, they got fake jewelry, bro. You want jewelry and you're not in a position to afford real jewelry. And it's dangerous to have real jewelry. You walking in public with something with the value of $50,000 on your neck. You ain't got no security, no nothing. Nah. You know what I mean? They do all that little diamond testing and all that kind of stuff, man. I ain't mad at Justin Fields, man. Because, you got to play the long game. You know what I'm saying? Aisha said other coaches buy real gold and pass it down. If the family falls on hard times, they can sell it. Facts. Said, I'm not mad at him, especially if he's focused on creating generational wealth. And I mean, that's the goal. You want to play the long game, generational wealth, and have you some money to fall back on. Because guess what? After a while, think about it. All of that stuff loses value and loses importance. Take Ghostface Killer, for instance. Ghostface Killer had the bangle, the Superwoman bangle. No, it wasn't Superwoman. It was, what was her name? What was the girl that was beside Captain America? Whatever her name was. Whatever her name was, she had that bangle on her arm. Ghostface had the bangle with the gold bird on it. You know what I'm saying? And he used to rock the bangle with the gold bird. Now, I mean, I've heard that he still got it. But you got to think about the value of it now. It's like we've seen it already. You know what I mean? It's like now people expect you to upgrade, spend more money because we saw those diamonds already. No. This is still Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. That's what it is. Yeah. Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman arm. Yeah. So he had the Wonder Woman arm. And he still got it. So if he pull it out today, to me, it's still just as valuable. Upgrade for what? But if you notice, celebrities, they upgrade their jewelry. They spend $50,000, sell it back, get it bust down, take the diamonds out, do all this extra. Man, give me a Cuban, no diamonds, gold, 22-inch, 19 millimeter. I already know to the T. I know what I want. And I'm good. That's going to be the joint that I wear until I'm tired of wearing it. That's it. Even if I guess that's just for the reasons, that's why I haven't went and got a plated one. I wouldn't care to have a plated Cuban. I wouldn't personally. I'm a grown-ass man. I ain't wear this for you. I didn't wear this for you. Like, I wore this for me. You know what I mean? My thing is just, I want one that's my symbolism of that I feel like I made it. That's my gift to myself. You know what I mean? So that makes me work towards it. You know what I mean? Kurt Machiavelli said Black Widow. Boy. Dora the Explorer? Man. Aisha said, so many white women buy fake purses because no one's going to question if it's real. Black women buy real purses that they could have kept the money and invested in something for the family. Nah, facts. Now, I mean, I don't know if white women stuff be fake or real, but it just doesn't matter. That's what I mean by chaos. We so focused on stuff that don't matter. Bro, I don't care if that's fake. That's fly right there. That look good. That purse look good. That fake purse. Cool. I'd look at you stupid if you got a $20,000 purse. A $20,000 purse? I ain't made enough money to feel like that's dope. Right? I ain't made enough money to feel like that's dope. You know? Like, I don't get that. I'd rather you have a purse that's a couple $100, $400 at the max, maybe $500. And to me, that's high. But at the same time, you know, here we are ridiculing people, you know, for having something that ain't deemed real. You know what I mean? And what's funny is that the point that I'm getting to, what's funny about that is that we know that Justin Fields is a multimillionaire. He's a rich man. And we know the jewelry's fake. So somebody who ain't a multimillionaire can't even speak on it. Like, you can't even say, man, you got fake jewelry, bro, and you broke. You broke. I got fake jewelry and real money. It's a lot of people with real jewelry and fake money, like no money, I mean. That's a real thing. You know what I mean? Now, Busta Rhymes' chain is crazy. Busta Rhymes' chain is, hey, listen, I wouldn't want it that big, but that hard body. That thing is chunky, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That chain is crazy. But, you know, what if they said, oh, Busta Rhymes' chain is fake? So? I know a lot of people that probably got fake chains, man. Akon had to have a fake chain. Akon had a chain that was, it was supposed to be like a big Africa or something like that, but it was huge. And it had lights in it and all of that. So the diamonds were supposed to light up and all that kind of stuff. And nobody ever really saw him with it. Because it was probably fake. And then he realized, like, nah, this looks stupid. At one point, T-Pain had a chain that said big ass chain. And it was huge. That was the medallion, big ass chain. You thought that he said it really sat down and gave these people $200,000 for that? Are y'all serious? They're probably like, hey man, we can do it for $2,000. Oh, word? Do me one of them. Give me one of them big ass chains for my 2000, so I can take a couple pictures with it. I don't see no issue with it, man. Salute to Justin Fields. I don't see no issue with that. He said, Drip LaFleur said, same thing with people judging others with DH Gate Jordans on. I mean, you get life twisted if you think paying resale for some black. Nah, man, listen, man. Shout out to my dog Sniffers, man. Sniffers sells rep shoes. And everybody knows it. And people make jokes and they crack jokes, but what he does for people who don't have the funds to buy those type of shoes in real life is a blessing for real. It's mothers that have multiple children that they take care of alone. So instead of spending, trying to get some shoes that a reseller's selling for $350 a pop, she can go get them for $100. So the price for one shoe, she done got all three of her boys the same shoe, and they Jordans or whoever's, Kobe's or whatever they may be. And that, like, if I see him and you got on some DH Gate Jordans, I mean, I'm not tripping. The thing I'm laughing at, if you got on some real Jordans, but they Jumpman, like 6 rings or something, that's where I'm laughing. Like, bro, you did that on purpose? That's where I'm laughing. But if you got some Jordan reps on, man, as high as bills are and hard as life is, bro, I'm not going to sit there and say, man, I don't even know the difference. I'm not even going to sit there and look at the difference. I might see some real Jordans and call them reps just because I'm being funny. I don't care for real. I don't care for real. I seen a comedian with some pink, off-white Jordan 3s. I didn't bat an eye. They look good. I don't know if it was real. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. You know what I mean? If those made you happy, then kudos to those shoes. You know what I'm saying? The original Dub Zeros was hard though. The original Dub Zeros was fire. After they started getting with the whole SpongeBob lineage, I wouldn't own it. You know what I mean? But, you know, Chris Bless said, if they looking that hard, that's an issue. Like, who cares? Let people do what they want. Exactly. I don't blame no mother for buying her kids some reps, especially a kid that don't take care of shoes like that. They're gonna spend no $300 on GOAT so you can get some shoes that you can just destroy. You did? I waited till my kids got of age to start buying shoes that was expensive because they used to tear them up. Once they started appreciating shoes, you know what I mean? All the shoes that I bought my sons in the past couple of years, they still got. So now I can go a little bit on the expensive side and get you some shoes. But for these mothers that can't afford it and all that, man, do what you need to do. You know what I mean? That's why I say chaos, bro. Everybody be worried about the wrong thing. I can't tell you how many people I done told I'm not dumb, I'm a comedian, because I tell a joke and they'll be in the comments with a serious explanation for whatever I'm doing. I make videos roasting people. I don't roast with the intent to laugh at you. I'm roasting with the intent to laugh with you. Like something I would say to you in person. People know me, know that I would say this stuff in person. We gonna laugh together. And hopefully you'll say something about me to where we laugh together at me. See, it's people that'll get online and see my videos and be like, all you do is make fun of people. And I'm like, no, I don't. You just so happen to look past all the skits that I do and all the other stuff that I do. You just look past that because you saw 2 videos of me roasting something. You know what I mean? Chaos. For you to type that took energy and effort when you could have just kept scrolling and kept your energy. And if you come and your energy that you give to me is off, and then I match it, then you upset. But how are you more mad at the reaction than you are the original action? You know what I mean? It all boils down to minding your business. Mind your big back ass business. Who cares if the chain is fake? Who cares if the earrings is fake? It's a lot of girls it's a lot of people with fake glasses on, fake earrings. These glasses I got on, I feel like these is fly, right? Some of y'all might agree. Feel like these is fly. I got these at Kohl's. $14. Kohl's, $14. Do I have some sunglasses that's over $100? Yes. But these, I needed. Kohl's, $14. These are my universal joints. I can wear them anywhere I want to. I can drop them. I ain't going to be hurt. I ain't got to keep them in no case, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on that. Everybody always talking about somebody having something fake. Fuck having something fake. What about being around fake people? That's what you need to watch for. We don't care about no fake necklaces, no fake jewelry, no fake shoes, no fake Hermes shirt. Nobody cares. What about fake people? Yeah, that's what we need to pay attention to. You know what I'm saying? People focus is off, man. You always have, he said I wanted a pair of them Dion glasses. There's a lot of stuff I wanted, man. But I'm so used to, like, I get Jordans and stuff now because when they was dropping in the 90s and in high school, I couldn't afford them. My mama couldn't afford them. So I never got any. I got like a pair or two of Jordans, but it wasn't like I was getting all the releases, you know? So now that they re-releasing Jordans and retro in them, I want those. I'm not paying no reseller though. I'm not paying no reseller. I'm not paying no reseller price. Like, you know, if the shoe is, you know, $180 out the store, I'm not paying you $300. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I might pay you a finder's fee or something like that if that's sensible. You know what I mean? I can respect that, but I'm not paying you no $300, man. Yeah, all right. You know, I'll catch them when they release again. You know what I mean? That type stuff. You know. But it is what it is, you know? Damned if you do and damned if you don't out here, man. That's one thing that I realized. That's why I kind of I love the path that I'm on when I do with my comedy. I love the path that I'm on because I don't lean on nobody for it. So I'm basically, I'm on my own off beaten path. You know what I'm saying? I'm off the beaten path doing my own thing. So I don't have this unit of measurement that everybody goes by. And you can't really judge anything because it won't amount to nothing. Because y'all know, I mean, these people that know I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I tell people in heartbeat, man, I do not care. I don't want to hear about nothing negative. I don't care who's fighting who's doing what. I don't care. I just want everybody to laugh. I want everybody to be happy. Everybody be in a good mood. I wake up in a good mood every day. You dig? If it was a 14 karat gold plated necklace that would increase my happiness for the day, every day that I wake up, then I'd go get it. I'd go get it. And I'm pretty sure that it would. But just in my head, it's beating in my psyche that I need to have a real authentic Cuban link chain. And who's to say that I would still pay them whatever they asking for it and it could be fake because I don't know nothing about jewelry like that. Who's to say? And I'm walking around like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I take a shower in my neck, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, last thing before we get out here. I want to give a shout out to Texas, man.
Let's get to it.
Texas got a high school outside of Dallas that dedicated 1/3 of their floor space to entrepreneurship. The first floor is a mall where 15 plus local businesses set up shops so students can be mentored, apply for jobs, and learn how to run a business. In this high school is also a recording studio a photo studio, a makerspace innovation lab, a coding lab, a esports lab, a 10,000 square foot theater, and a 7,000 foot arena. Listen, man. Said floors 2 through 3 is all high school classes. They said the school is becoming a template for other schools and it's called Opportunity Central. Better yet, this school costs a whopping $100 million less than a normal high school. The superintendent said you can be the most knowledgeable veterinarian in the world, but if you can't run a veterinary hospital and the business side to it, you're not going to be successful long term. Shout out to Texas, man. Because if you got a high school, they got a mall in it that teaches you how to be an entrepreneur, you already 10 steps ahead in life. Because I don't think we got taught none of that stuff that's in real life. I've been telling my kids, man, about geometry and algebra and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, bro, I am 41 years old and I ain't never had to solve for X. Not once ain't had to solve for X. All of them classes, geometry and trigonometry and Pythagorean theoreometry, all that, man, I ain't never had to use none of that in the real world. I had to become an adult to learn about taxes. You know what I mean? LLCs and you know, EIN numbers. Dig what I'm saying? Tax breaks. You know? All of that. Like, this is stuff that they never really teach us. So you got schools doing this now. I think that's gangster. That is gangster. The second and third floor is the school where you go down and it's a whole mall. Like, what? You know what I mean? That is hard. And the crazy part is they said it costed $100 million less than the price of a normal high school. Bro, what? They said they got a recording studio, a photo studio, a makerspace innovation lab, coding lab, esports lab. If you don't know what an esports lab is, that's where they make games or play games. So, you know, where you could be a gamer because it's money in gaming. A coding lab. Coding is basically, code is building what you see on your phone, what you see on your screen, all of that kind of stuff. You know, programming and all that kind of stuff. Like, that's the tech space, man. To teach people that early, bro, you know, you can change the trajectory of people's lives, dog. Like, what? I found this stuff out late. I found this stuff out like very late. I'm talking about like within the last 10 years, I found out about this stuff. Like, I have friends that do coding and bro was like really upset and sad. And I'm like, bro, what's wrong? And he's like, man, I'm thinking about leaving my job. And I was like, why? He's like, man, because I'm the lowest person on the totem pole. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, man, I make about 70. And I said, wait, whoa, how, time, whoa, what a time. You make 70 a year and you the lowest on the totem pole? Bro. As a man who has worked labor jobs all his life, do what? I have worked jobs to where I've made less than 30,000 in a year. I have worked jobs to where I've made dumb small money. And I'm doing big work, heavy lifting, long hours, dirty environments, stinky environments, all of that. I've done it all, bro. And if I knew about coding and tech and photography and videography, all of that type of stuff, if I knew that coming out of high school, I would have never had to endure none of that. None of it. Think about this. I told my kids, man, my oldest son just graduated with a bachelor's in computer science, and he's going to go this year and get his master's. And I was telling him that it's okay to work these rinky-dink jobs right now because you just looking for money to hold you down while you're in school, because they ain't gonna hold, you know, a high responsibility to you. But at the same time, you need to get in that tech space One, because you black, and two, because it pays more than you working a labor job. That's what's crazy. You'll walk in the door making 60, 70,000. Coming up, trying to get a job in the 2000s. I got out of school 2001 trying to get a job that would paid worth something. You was lucky to make 40,000. It's people that's been working somewhere 20 something years and ain't hit 70,000 yet. See what I'm saying? That school is dope. That school is dope. I told my youngest son, get in computer science, man. Get in this tech game. You don't need to be putting no labor on your body, man. I done had 30 labor jobs in my life. 30 labor jobs. Go to work, and as soon as you walk in, it's 90 degrees in the building. Soon as you walk in, the shift starts at 6 o'clock. You clock in at 5:50. At 5:58, you already hearing grinders going and welders welding and all this kind of crazy. You ain't got to do all that, my boy. Get in that tech space. This is what these kind of schools agree build. You know what I mean? I think that's fire. Shout out to that school. Shout out to that school. To have all of that at your disposal. You know what that teaches you, man? I remember I went to Winburn Middle School. Winburn Middle School, this is 1995. Winburn used to have the morning news. And with the morning news, they had actual equipment that would show graphics like live. You know, so it's like a little computer type thing with a board, and you know the little arm that you could just move forward and back and forth with the little board. They had that. And so every morning I would come in a little bit early before school start, and they would have everything that I'm supposed to type in on the paper. So I would type it all into the program, and I would set up these scenes to where when they filming, I'm doing the live graphics for the news. So I'm behind the scenes, but what people seeing in their classroom, every classroom got the news on. So what people seeing in the classroom, somebody might be reading something and I got the words going across the screen. You know, coming up next, something, boom. I make it slide up on the screen and, you know, got some glittery words or whatever it is, you know what I mean? And I used to do this every day for some years. And to think that kind of gave me the tech savviness to now I know how to use Photoshop. I know how to edit videos. I know how to, you know, color correct pictures. I know how to, you know what I mean? My website, I built it myself. Like all that kind of stuff, man. It kind of springboards you into that. And I think that's why school is dope, man. It's 12:30. I ain't trying to talk everybody's head off. But yeah, man, you know, shout out to that school in Texas, man. And you know, to leave you on something dope, realize the time that we in. We in chaos right now, but you got to realize the time that we in. Yeah, we got a weird presidency happening for the first time ever, right? That's true. But at the same time, we got a chance to make history. Either way, it's gonna be history because somebody with that kind of record in Trump, that's gonna be history because for you to be impeached twice and still get reelected is crazy. Or you could have the first woman ever, and the first black woman ever become the president of the United States. So, I mean, either way it goes, it's going to be history. And I think at this time, instead of everybody being so divisive, trying to figure out what side they own, I think we should just take it all in and realize where we at. You know, realize where we at. Because regardless of the presidential thing, I look at my own life like, yo, you know, I look at my own life like to even have the ability to do it, to vote or be, you know, contribute in that sense is that's a pleasure that some don't have, that a lot of people don't have. So, you know, I say in this chaotic world, man, I always look for the happy parts of life and never the part to add to the chaos, because miserable people love miserable people. That's why they try to get you to join a team. You know what I mean? And the minute that you tell them that you ain't a part of that, you'll go on your way and they'll go their way, and you'll continue being happy, man. You know what I mean? So, that's what that is, man. And we're gonna leave it right there, man. So I appreciate everybody, tuning in to the pod tonight, man. Episode 50, man, 50th episode of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. All 50 episodes, man. It is a pleasure that people listen and rock with me and mess with me. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. And also, soon, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know when I'm going to do it. But I'm going to just put out a casting for, co-hosts. I'm going to need a female co-host and a male co-host. The race, the religion, and creed don't matter. You know what I'm saying? As long as you like jokes and having fun and you got something to say, I'm with it. You know what I mean? So I don't know when I'm gonna do that, but we're gonna put that in the air, man. And we're gonna make that be what it is, man. So hold up.
Okay, put that pussy up. Go put that, yeah. Okay, put that pussy up. Okay, only $40. You let anybody fuck you, stupid bitch. Okay, put that pussy up. Go put that. Okay, put that pussy. Go put that. Okay, put that pussy up. Okay, only $40. You let anybody. Okay.
All right, hold up, man. Let me get a beat on here so we can get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Here we go, man. Episode 50 of the Areola Rollercoaster podcast, man. What we do, man. Well, we out in the midst of the chaos, man, but you see us in the midst of the chaos with a smile on our face, because that's who we are. We shine bright in the darkness. You know what I mean? I'll see y'all next time, man. Shout out to everybody out there on YouTube. Shout out to everybody out there on Facebook, man. We making it do what it do, man. Share this with somebody. Like this. If you ain't following me on YouTube, man, go to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, man. Starks TV. Yeah, I said Starks TV. That's the channel where we get down. You know how it be. Young Steezy. I'm on the mic, the MIC. And I'm from Kentucky, man, the KYE. Yeah, that means I'm so nasty. When I spit these bars, you know I drive fast cars all the time. Young Steezy got all the rhymes. I get the chicks and they all be fine. It's like, let me talk my stuff. Young Steezy coming through, man, and I talk so rough. I might bark at him like I'm a dog, but I ain't DMX. I might be just creeping in the fog. It's like, what we trying to do? It's late night, and I'm chilling, and I ain't got no crew. See me, I'm dolo. I ride so slow, it feel like I'm riding so slow that it's slow-mo. Yeah, man.
Oh my God.
I holla at y'all boys, yeah.